Alright, let's look at them. Okay, I gotta go with Machop. I don't want to pick an evolved Pokemon. Chuck for Chuck Norris. I like the tutorial battle, but I wish you could skip the part where it like explains how to play the game to you as if you have not played the game before. At least make it skippable so that I don't have to, you know, be told how to press low kick or tackle or scratch 400 times in a row to win the first battle. Who'd have thought? Smell you later, Blue. Alright, getting started right off the bat. Pretty strong start. I'll take a Trico. I've used him like once. But you know, it's better than nothing, better than nothing. Now that's better than a starter. And that's physically painful to see. But, you know, okay. We're getting coverage. We're getting coverage. That's what matters. We might have just lost, you know, a cover legendary. But we're getting coverage. At least we got the Fox. I was hoping to get redemption. I did not realize redemption would be 5 seconds later. The question is, can I get this on the first Pokeball? And the answer is yes. Of course I can. I'm just that guy. And what do we name Ho-Ho? That's right, we name him Ho-Ho. From the killer couple, Ho-Ho and Luigi. And I finally make my way past Viridian City, and I go, oh my god, another legendary? This is a standard random run. Like, I did not put any form of extra luck into this. Of course, he suicide bombed me, and then I did not get him. But I was like, you know, there's always a chance, right? So always a chance. I walked 3 feet, and that's the weirdest looking Wailmer I have ever seen. And now watch as I play this game in the stupidest way possible in order to flub yet another box legendary. We were flubbing it, but out of the luck of the draw, I managed to get the world's weirdest Wailmer. So, that is going to carry me through the entire rest of the game. It could be the end of the game, and I'd still only have Chuck and Wailmer, and I'd still be cooking. There is no one who stands a chance against that. So next encounter is another starter. And I want it, but I'm not lucky enough to catch it on that first ball. But the first thing I notice is it has an ability, and its ability Speed Boost. It's funny because this is set to random abilities, and Speed Boost is, you know, Torchic's hidden ability eventually. But hidden abilities don't even exist yet, so this is pure luck of the draw that I managed to get Speed Boost Torchic. Well, provided I can catch it, which of course I can. And there we go. We get some Kentucky Fried Chicken added to the team to run into some delicious spaghetti. Question is, can we catch another legendary to add to the collection? The answer this time, no. That Deoxys is immediately dead. It takes one Ember and it meets God. So we start fighting the bug trainers, and at first I forgot that I changed all trainers to also be random. So I was like, oh, there's a bug type. It's an Inkata. It's just a different bug type than usual. And then he pulls out Whiscash, and I go, oh no. I don't have any good grass types because Trico only knows Pound. So this is a bit of an uh-oh moment. Every one of these trainer battles made me genuinely question my ability to play Pokemon. This one, not bad, of course, seems to be fire type, so we just immediately go for the whale, and the whale solves all problems once again. Back at it again with my King Whalmer. And what's the next Pokemon? That's right. Boom. The answer, Whalmer. Always. The answer is always Whalmer. Fight the next trainer. Immediately Ghost type. I don't have any Dark types. I don't exactly know what to put out here. So, the natural answer, deep in my soul. First, I'm like, okay, I could get some XP if Vulpix can manage to kill anyone. The problem is that Vulpix can never manage to kill anyone. It has the special attack stat of a wet napkin in the wind. However, when all else fails, the whale always works. The whale is the solution to all problems. And we clean out another battle with the power of the entire ocean. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with the cutting, but that Dusclops eventually gets burned by Vulpix and just slowly gets killed by the burn. We move on to the next trainer. As you can see, I've already healed, but he made a mistake. See, I thought he was a fire type trainer, so I was like, the whale is the solution once again. But he's actually a fighting type trainer, which I decided to try someone other than just using the whale. But then I realized, like, why use anyone else in this case? Like, they're not going to do well. They're probably just going to die to this fight. But the whale will not, because the whale is unkillable. See, I felt I was completely ready for Brock because, Rock type is weak to Water type, and the whale is my strongest Pokemon. And then I remembered that Brock is random and does not necessarily have the Rock types that I am so used to. So instead, we're going to have to improvise. Improvising does not go well, as you can see. Although Vulpix manages to clutch up the first kill, that Golbat is going to be a little bit more difficult. As you can see, it switched to Fire type because I think it has Kecleon's ability. I think it has Protean. And yeah, so big mistake. Don't turn Fire type. I have a whale. And the whale clutches up once again. So I forget that Brock is not Rock type once again. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready for some Rock types. And he immediately pulls out Ghastly, which I panic throw Whirlwind at to try to see what his other Pokemon is. But luckily for me, it can't do anything to me anyway. And so we find out it's Weepinbell. I know what you're thinking. Doesn't that Vulpix have Ember on it? It does. Of course, I completely forgot that and went with Fighting type. I question my own mind sometimes in battles like these because I'm like, why would I use Fighting type against a Poison Grass type? And then I go to I know I did not go to Ho-Oh, my bad. I go to Seiko. I finally remember that Ember is a thing, and it almost one shots Vulpix, so I have to make a different decision. And so I pick Ho-Oh, and I Whirlwind him out of there because that's 3 growths, which means his special attack is off the charts right now. And the easiest answer, switch. I don't know why I switched to Fighting type. It's Ghost type. It's a very obvious immunity. So, of course, we go back to the absolute crutch, which is Wailmer again. Level up again. He's the real starter. What can I say? And we shift to Torchic, forgetting that Torchic, in fact, does not know Ember yet. And I thought it did, which is usually where the third slot is for your fire starters, if you don't know. And so I used Focus Energy by accident, and doesn't matter. Weepinbell dies to the burn. And we clean out Brock, even though we are completely unprepared and pretty noticeably underleveled. So that's how it's going to be. I want the smoke all the time. I'm just going to go fight the gym leaders the second I get to town. If they kick my ass, then I'll figure it out. But that's about it for the run today. It's a perfect stopping point. It's right by my boy Brock. And that's it.